merchants with their merchant type, and then we're going to send you also the list of documents needed per merchant type. Um, so we'll just have to match what documents are missing there. So we need your AI to determine what documents are missing. Now,
Exactly.
once we've determined the missing documents, we will now ask the merchants to upload the documents to a portal. Now, once the merchant uploads the documents to the portal, that's the time wherein the OCR will play. Wherein the OCR, wherein the OCR will do the necessary tamper checking, verification, and cross matching of data based on the merchant information that we send on the first step. So um, that's our
Yes,
expectation of
I
the
I
OCR.
got you. I got you.
Okay.
The thing is, what I was saying is that in the first step there is no OCR needed anymore. But
Yes.
as you said right now, you want to analyze the documentation uploaded once the merchant has um, answered to the email, so and uploaded the documentation. So yes, in that new step, we will use, I guess, OCR, and in our approach, we were thinking to use something like textract and so on, like OCR rules basically, um, and then maybe mix um, with multimodal insights. But again, as this is new, we need to validate with the technical team.
Okay. On the OCR, is this in-house built by Indra, or are you guys gonna use a different platform to conduct the OCR?
The idea is that we use Microsoft to build the entire solution. Um, um, as they were willing to offer us funds so we can cover partially the effort estimated.
Okay, okay. So you're
Do you
going to
have
use the
any
Copilot for OCR.
mm, not exactly Copilot, the service itself that they have in Foundry. I
I
don't
see.
remember quite well the name right now. Um,
I see.
but if you have any preferences on the like last time we discussed, that was like the conclusion that Microsoft um, was going to
Yep,
be
that's
the
true.
hyperscaler, the cloud. But if you have any preference, um, we can see if we can find funds from any other hyperscaler.
Yeah, that's fine. We're
Okay.
gonna use Microsoft for this POC anyway. So any recommendations from Indra and Microsoft will do for this.
Okay.
Okay. So what I just need there are the types of checking that OCR provider will do. So you can get back to
This
us
is
on our next
Yeah.
call.
This is meant to be decided and designed together with you during the design phase of the POC.
Mm, okay. Okay. So we can say that the OCR should have tamper checking. The OCR should know if the documents are Photoshop. We can say that,
This
and
is
the OCR will be
no,
able to.
maybe that's the thing, maybe not, maybe we need to use multimodality, but as we don't have access to um, we don't have access to documentation. I mean, you share with us some samples, and with the samples we decided that we could use multimodality and OCR, but this is part of a project, testing if it works, and if not, changing the technology and so on.
Okay. Okay. All right. Then let's say the OCR process went okay. So we have the results already. What is the step after that?
now I'm just a bit lost because the process has changed. So I guess uh, that the process would be like first the validation of the missing documents, then the generation of the email, then the generation of the folder link, uh, and then once the merchant has uploaded the documentation, then just the validation, OCR multimodality, this is TBD, the validation of the information of the documentation, and then it will generate like a report so the user, the GCash user, um, can use this can use this as input to decide if activates the automatic email. Basically, so the GCash user decides if needs to ask again to the merchant or not, and then it starts the RPA system.
Where's the? How can we access the report? Is this via portal or this is just via email?
The thing is, if we are going to build a portal, uh, even if it's not very beautiful UI, if we are going to build a portal and generate the link and so on, then um, then we need then we can send the report. It could be text format. Um, it could have a confidence score. I mean, business rules needs to be defined with the SMEs during the project. But the idea is that if we are going to build a portal, the report can be generated inside that portal, even if it's text, even if it's just text. Like that's to be decided also.
Okay, so that's also part of our suggestion is to have a portal. Um, now the step would be once we have the OCR results, there must be a human intervention wherein this human
Exactly.
will be the one to approve or reject the applications or the documents submitted by the merchants. So in order to guide that human, there should be like recommendations or the score, like what you mentioned, um, from the OCR. Yeah, we
Yes.
suggest to have that also part of the requirements.
Okay. I think that there's no, as the process has completely changed, I don't think there's need that we go into the details of this one because we need to change it. Um, so I guess the next, this is the team proposed. Again, we need to revisit this and assumptions also. Oh, I thought there was a. Oh, okay. So again, I guess the next discussion is around the cost and timelines and so on. So we had an initial estimate, but and we had an approach, a commercial approach for you. Um, but again, estimation will change a bit. I will let you know, and we'll send the updated proposal so you can review. But I guess now you I don't know if Pablo or Janica, um, you can share like the strategy, the approach you wanted to discuss today for the cost.
Thanks for that, Monica. Do you have an estimate time on when you can get back to us on the updated flow?
Yes, next week.
Okay. So yeah, just to be really straightforward on the steps, maybe also just a refresher for everyone based on what we've discussed. So we will be sending you. The first step would be we would be sending you a list of merchants that will contain merchant information and their risk profile and merchant type. Now we will dash it the merchant type based on the needed documents so the AI would know what are the missing documents. We would generate an email to the merchant that will consist of the link to the portal. Now, once the user clicks to the link, The merchant will now upload the documents, the missing documents. The OCR now will run from those documents. The OCR score will now be seen inside the admin UI. The human will now approve or reject, and then, um, regardless of the decision, a last email would be crafted to the merchant stating the result of the process. So basically, that's the whole flow already.
Okay.
All right.
We'll take that into account and we'll send you the updated presentations. Okay.
Anybody, um, Pablo, Janica, I'm not sure if you want to use this meeting to